Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through how I created my Bibbidi Bobbidi You DreamSnap submission, and I need to get back on track on doing these in the week that they are actually being done, because for outfit challenges it's a little harder to try to figure out what you came up with when the challenge is gone. So I went back through and looked up all the tags so that I could let you guys know what these were. But first thing starting out, we have for the 4 tag max tag options: lavish, wondrous, delicate, and Cinderella. I have 3 items that meet that category: the dress that I'm wearing, the Once Upon a Ball gown, the white pearls of freedom necklace, which you can't see underneath my scarf, but it is there and it is stacked up to get extra tags, and the enchanting white pumpkin ring. For 3 tags, we have lavish, wondrous, delicate. I have on underneath my dress the black Hanfu shoes, along with having on the wings of winter, the winter gala ice antlers, and the elegant winter mask. I also have 3 tag options: lavish, delicate, and Cinderella, for the fancy bronze bracelet. And lastly, for 2 tag options, I have on lavish, wondrous, for the ocean swirl socks, which you can't see underneath the dress, the gold rose earrings, and of course my blue reindeer cinched scarf. So those are all of the things that I have on, which equaled up to 11 out of 2 lavish tags, 10 out of 3 wondrous tags, 4 Cinderella, and 9 delicate tags. So not max tags as much as I can. However, I think that combined, this makes a really beautiful outfit. So I definitely wanted to lean into the winter vibes here, and I went up to the floating islands for the first time this dream snap, and went to the Frosted Heights floating island because my entire Frosted Heights is fully decorated for Christmas, and I wanted to do a bluer theme than what I have going on here in the valley. So let's go ahead and transition over to taking a look at how that all came together. Okay, so I started out trying to figure out where I wanted to stand so that I had the most light as possible from the moon, because I figured I wanted to do this at night. I quickly realized that you cannot duplicate your house, your player house, to have 2 of the same type of building. I was hoping to duplicate the castles and have basically the setup but with an additional castle. However, that didn't end up working out, since you cannot bring your player house up here, apparently, at least as far as I could see. So I went ahead and put the frosted castle and the frozen castle on the left and the right to hopefully give the same kind of aesthetic, even though it's not matchy. I put down some of the blue trees from the Frosted Heights, along with some of these little bushes and the blue purple foliage from Eternity Isle, and put Anna's statue over there, which is very reminiscent of what I have going on in my Frosted Heights. I am putting some of these ice sculptures and eventually some of the new blue swirly, I don't know if they're considered trees, but plants from the storybook Vale over here as well, just to give some visual interest over there. I am using the plaza bushes with the lights on them that we got from the premium shop, and I'm incorporating that in the background here, and inevitably end up pulling some into the foreground as well, because I felt like it just didn't have enough going on in the front of my photo. I also put this not only on the left hand side near the seating area by the water fountain, but also over on the right hand side with the swing for the tree. So I wanted to incorporate kind of a couple different scenes here. A thing to honor Anna, a little seating area by the fountain, an grand entryway to the castle for kind of like a winter party, and an area where they can build snowmen and do ice sculptures outside of the castle, and then a little ice skating rink situation over here. So on the right hand side, I have an igloo, the swing, as well as I'm going to incorporate the ice skating rink as well. And then I included the mosaic rug that we got from the Storybook Vale, and I'm just incorporating different things here, trying to figure out what I want the decor to look like. I incorporate a lot of these snowflake like statues, and I remove most of those big ornaments because they just block too much, but we do leave a couple in there. And then I do end up grabbing some of the, I don't know what they're called. They're from that same star path, the wintry one where it's archway basically with lights on it. So I incorporate that behind me as well to give some visual interest to this area, and it really starts to come together. We incorporated the fencing over there to make it look like a balcony near the seating area, and then I decide that I want to kind of stand sideways, and then I'm going to incorporate not only snow into the area here with these clouds, but also the bubbles that we got from Storybook Vale. So I'm going to incorporate some of that as well. And then near the front, I pulled in two of these trees to have the leaves kind of hanging down on the left and the right hand side. And it really starts to come together here on what I want. But here I'm trying to figure out what do I want to do in the foreground because it's just too bare. So I'm trying a lot of different things here. Inevitably, I do pull in those plaza bushes, and I think that that was the best bet, that it's kind of the entryway into the courtyard of the castle. So I'm putting all this together, planning where I'm going to stand, and then I'm going to incorporate Fairy Godmother behind me. I had to hang out with her because I didn't want to trap her. I wanted it to look organic, so I didn't get the wand animation, unfortunately. However, I was able to get her standing right behind me, and it looks like she's looking out on like a proud grandma. Because I have the Arendelle Castle here, I had Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf wandering around the area. In my end photo, I have Olaf really present, which I love. He's one of my favorite characters and definitely fits the theme. And then we have a little bit of Anna's cape near the snowman in the back, which I think is also really cute because it kind of feels like she's like wanting to build a snowman. Kristoff wasn't in the area when I took the photo, but that is fine. They weren't the main stars of the show. It was definitely Fairy Godmother. So that is what we are doing here. Just trying to figure out where to put these little bubbles at. I didn't know if I wanted to put things in the bubbles, but I opted to go for the bare bubble look and look for the light sheening off of them. So I'm just trying to figure out where I want that to be. I end up putting one of the larger ones that are lower to the ground behind me to give some visual interest behind my head, and then one of the smaller elevated ones in front of me, just so it's closer to the camera, and then space them out accordingly. They do have, I realized after the fact, two different sheens that they get. The first snap that I took was a green sheen on the bottom and it just looked off. So I had to wait for the perfect timing of my character to be smiling, Olaf to be doing something cute, and then to have the pinky purple sheen off of the bubble. Excuse me, I also included some of these wintry ferns back there, and I think that it adds exactly what needed to be there. So this is the end photo that we ended up with, and I think that came out beautifully. It's exactly what I was wanting to portray in this photo. So I hope that you enjoyed this process video. Let's go ahead and quickly look at the end result. I think that it's bright enough for a nighttime shot, but it really pulls in the blues that I wanted to include as well. And surprisingly, I loved the mosaic tiling. It's something different, not the normal kind of flooring that I use in these types of photos. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you had a great week in your valley. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with, and I will be posting my results for the Future Visions DreamSnap submission tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And again, I hope you have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are. See you next time. Bye.